Welcome to the Daily Vibecasting.
Woo! Let's do it.
This is where we give you that super fast rundown, what's buzzing right now on X.
Yep, no deep thinking required here. Just the highlights, the stuff catching fire today.
Exactly. Quick, energetic, let's hit it. We're grabbing trending posts from all over.
Okay, where do we start?
All right, first up, space stuff. At Andrew Cote, he's got this question.
Yeah, I saw that one. About the Blue Origin capsule.
Yeah. Like visible burn marks after re-entry. He put it side by side with a SpaceX Crew Dragon.
Which looks totally toasted, right?
Totally.
Big difference. Well, the thing is, they're doing completely different missions. It's apples and oranges, kinda.
How so?
So Blue Origin, that's suborbital, think like Mach 3, maybe 60 miles up. A big arc.
Okay, up and down-ish.
Pretty much. But Crew Dragon, that's coming back from orbit. We're talking Mach 25, like 250 miles high.
Whoa, okay. Mach 3 versus Mach 25. That's huge.
Exactly. The energy, the speed coming back from orbit, it's immense. That's why Dragon needs serious heat shielding.
And gets that scorched look. Makes sense. Blue Origin's ride back is just way less intense.
Much gentler. Less speed, less atmospheric friction, less heat. Simple physics, really.
Gotcha. Okay, shifting gears completely. Daily health stuff.
Ah, the routines.
Yeah, a Huberman lab. Andrew Huberman, right. He posted his protocol for the first and last 90 minutes of the day.
Oh, yeah. What's he recommending?
Morning. Hydration, sunlight or bright light, quick cold exposure, caffeine, exercise. Get yourself going.
Standard Huberman. Sounds about right. Waking the system up.
And then evening. Dim lights. And something called physiological size.
Oh, interesting. Physiological size. Yeah, I know those. Like a double inhale through the nose.
Right. He said deep nasal inhale, quick extra inhale, then a long, slow exhale out the mouth.
Exactly. Supposed to be really good for, like, instantly calming your nervous system, reducing tension.
Huh. But someone replied, Dawn at Experts for Trump, saying daylight saving time completely wrecked her sleep schedule.
That tracks. DST throws a lot of people off. Our internal clocks, they don't like sudden changes.
Yeah, seems like that simple hour shift really messes things up.
It really can. The size, though, that's a solid technique for stress. Worth trying.
Okay, let's talk money. Markets. At Cope Isolator dropped some breaking news.
Oh boy, what now?
AMD stock, ticker AMD, fell 8%. Why? Because the U.S. is banning sales of NVIDIA's H20 chip to China.
Oof. Okay, so that's an NVIDIA chip, the H20, high-performance AI stuff.
Yep, but AMD tanks.
Well, it's the ripple effect, right? NVIDIA and AMD are huge competitors in that high-end chip space.
So restricting NVIDIA impacts the whole competitive landscape.
Exactly. Investors get jittery. Even if AMD isn't directly targeted this time, it affects market dynamics, future sales, competition. It's all connected.
Wild how one policy move can shake things up so much.
It's a global market, especially in tech. These things have consequences.
All right, sticking with tech, but shifting to AI, this one's kind of nuts.
Late on me.
At Unusual Whales, highlighted something from Gary Tan, the CEO of Y Combinator, the big startup accelerator.
Yeah, YC. What do you say? Get this.
For about a quarter of the current YC startups, AI wrote 95% of their code.
95%.
Seriously?
Seriously. That's what Tan said. AI is building the companies.
Wow. Okay, that's a massive shift. We're moving beyond just using AI as a tool.
It sounds like it. Maybe less focus on writing every single line of code.
And more on what? Prompting the AI, knowing what to ask for.
Yeah, like prompt engineering is becoming the key skill, maybe. Tell the AI what to build really well.
That's fascinating. So the value shifts from pure coding ability to like architectural vision in AI direction.
Could be. Big changes coming, looks like.
Definitely one to watch.
Okay, quick pivot. Lifestyle advice. Kettlebell Dan calls himself the anti-influencer.
What's his take?
Simple rules for men over 25 to beat. Top 1%. No fancy stuff needed.
Okay, I'm listening. What are the rules? Consistent wake-up time, morning sunlight walk, 0 processed foods, 0 alcohol, 30 minutes vigorous activity daily. Boom.
Whoa. Okay, simple, yes. Easy, no way. 0 processed food and 0 alcohol.
Yeah, it's hardcore. But I guess that's the top 1% angle, right? Extreme discipline.
It's definitely focused on fundamentals. Sleep, light, clean diet, exercise. But yeah, the absolutes are tough. No wiggle room there.
Makes you think, though.
It does. What are you willing to commit to?
Moving on. For the non-coders out there, at Akshire 22 launched something called Flomi.
Flomi. What's that?
It's a code editor, but for non-coders. He says it's way more powerful than tools like Bolt or Lovable.
Interesting. So bridging the gap between simple no-code and actual coding.
Seems like it. Trying to give more power to people without the traditional tech skills? Democratizing development, maybe?
That's the trend. If it actually delivers more power while staying user-friendly, that could be big.
Yeah. Could unlock a lot of ideas. We'll see.
Always the challenge, that balance.
Okay, quick hit. At Embashaw, Nathan Beshez, saw a homepage and just tweeted, "This homepage is absolutely nuts." Linked to something called the AI Ad Maker.
Haha. Okay. Just nuts. Doesn't leave much to the imagination. What do you think was on it?
Probably like everything. Flashing banners, tons of logos, maybe 50 testimonials crammed in. Social proof overload?
Yeah, that sounds plausible. Trying so hard to convince you they're legit that it just becomes chaos.
Exactly, a mess. Sometimes less is definitely more online.
Good reminder. Design matters. User experience matters.
All right, next one's stirring things up a bit. At Eric Trump.
Okay.
He's asking why the government doesn't get royalties from university inventions that were funded by government grants.
Ah, the IP question. Intellectual property. Who owns the discoveries made with public money?
Right. Universities often patent and profit from research funded by, taxpayer grants.
Yeah, that's standard practice. The Bayh-Dole Act kind of set that up, encouraging universities to commercialize research.
So Eric Trump's point is, shouldn't the public get a direct financial return if their money funded the breakthrough?
It's a recurring debate. How do you best incentivize innovation versus ensuring public benefit from public investment? There are arguments on both sides. It's complex.
Definitely not a simple answer.
Not at all. Lots of policy and economic factors involved.
Okay, let's lighten up. At Duolingo, super simple post.
What'd the owls say now?
Just Duolingo score with a picture of someone's progress stats.
Ah, the gamification. They're so good at that. Get people sharing their scores, competing a little.
Totally. Streaks, points, leagues.
Mm-hmm.
It makes language learning sticky, keeps you coming back.
It absolutely does. Smart engagement tactic. People love sharing their progress or hiding it.
True. Okay, health claims again.
Yeah.
At the Gary Brecka on saunas.
Oh, boy. Brecka. What's he claiming now?
Sauna 3 times a week is major detox because sweat is a second kidney. Also talks lymphatic flushing with cold and cleansing with electrolytes and glutathione.
Okay, hold on. Sweat is a second kidney. That's not really how it works.
Yeah.
I mean, you sweat out some stuff, sure, waste products, but your kidneys and liver are the heavy lifters for actual detoxification. It's not comparable.
So overstating the sweat thing.
Definitely. And lymphatic flush from cold exposure, also questionable. The lymphatic system needs muscle movement, mostly. It's not like flushing a toilet with cold water.
So, need a grain of salt with those claims.
A big grain, probably. Always good to check these things against established science.
Good point. All right, relatable moment next.
Yep.
Spotify goes down.
Oh, yeah, that happened recently, didn't it?
Yep. And at Cancel Cloud posted that perfect Simpsons meme. Who else came to Twitter to check if Spotify was down?
Haha, yes. That's exactly what everyone does.
It's like the modern-day town square for outage confirmation. Is it just me or is it everyone?
Totally. Forget the status page. Just check X. See the collective groan.
It's our real-time global help desk now. Funny how that evolved.
It really is. Shared misery confirmed instantly.
Okay, at Nick Carter has an observation.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit controversial. He sees a weird aversion to using AI on the left. Wonders if it's climate concerns, IP issues, but says avoiding tech that boosts IQ could be a massive self-own.
That's painting with a pretty broad brush, isn't it? Attributing AI aversion to one specific political group.
Yeah, feels like a generalization. Aren't there concerns about AI, ethics, bias, job displacement across the board?
Absolutely. These are complex issues people are grappling with everywhere. It's not really a simple left-right thing. There are valid concerns and excitement on all sides.
So probably more nuanced than just one side avoids it.
I would think so. The societal impact discussion is happening everywhere.
All right. Prepare for peak internet absurdity.
Uh-oh.
At Greg, 16676935420, tweets completely seriously, it seems. I'm convinced the Katy Perry moon landing was faked.
The Katy Perry moon landing? Wait, what?
You know the Blue Origin flight she was just on?
Yeah.
With Lauren Sanchez, he's applying moon landing conspiracy logic to that.
Okay, wow. That's performance art level conspiracy. Taking the old trope and applying it somewhere utterly ridiculous.
Right. It's so absurd. It's almost funny. She went to the edge of space, not the moon, for starters.
It's just peak internet brain, I guess. Mix celebrity, space, and a dash of classic conspiracy. Why not?
Gotta love the internet sometimes.
Or question its sanity, one of the two.
And finally, ending on a, provocative note. Ed chased down leads.
So here,
He says, your kids won't remember how many of their baseball games you watched, but they will remember exactly how large their inheritance was. Stop cheering them on and start closing more deals.
oof. Okay, that's
The take.
a very specific value system being expressed there. Money over presence.
Pretty much. Prioritizing financial legacy above all else. It's stark and definitely controversial.
Yeah, goes against the grain of, being there for your kids' childhoods. Sparked that whole work-life values debate.
For sure. What actually matters more in the long run? Time spent, memories made, or the size of the estate?
A question with no single right answer, I guess. Depends entirely on your perspective.
Exactly. What kind of legacy, financial or otherwise, do you want to leave? Heavy stuff. Wow. Okay, that was a whirlwind. We went from space castles to AI coding to fake Katy Perry landings.
And everything in between. Health hacks, stock drops, sauna science. A true vibecast of X today.
That's the goal. Just a quick hit of what's got people talking right now.
Remember, you can click through the links, see the original post, jump into the fray yourself.
Definitely. Keep scrolling, keep questioning, keep vibing.
Until next time.
Catch you on the next Daily Vibecasting.